beautiful people. Nuria speaking, your favorite host. Welcome to Ladies Pride. Today on Ladies Pride, we have two amazing people that are going to be sharing their first menstrual experience with us. Stay tuned, it's going to be so fun.
Hi, I'm Shadia. I'm a freshman here at Swarthmore, and I would like to study anthropology, hopefully, and I'm Libyan American.
I'm Mariam Bagit. I'm from Ethiopia, and a freshman at SWAT, class of 2029. So my first experience, it was at home, and I was pretty knowledgeable about like how menstruation works. My mother, like, she was teaching me about these things and stuff. And in addition to that, in our school, we took a biology course, and our nurses also, they were pretty like comfortable with us sharing things with them. So I was pretty knowledgeable when I first encountered um, that experience. And fortunately, it was at the COVID time, so I had my mom by my side, and I had a very good support system. So yeah, that's my first experience.
I feel a bit embarrassed to share, but I'm trying to, because I don't remember it very specifically. I do remember, I think I also was in a very like knowledgeable place when I started. But I remember it was so weird because I got it like for one day, and then I didn't get it ever again for 6 months, and I was just so embarrassed because I think all the other girls at my school were like sharing, oh my gosh, about their periods and like how it was, and I just hadn't gotten it yet. So I remember when I got it, I was like a little bit relieved, but I think also like really embarrassed and ashamed, and I didn't really want to tell my parents. Actually, I was just like, oh, I don't want to share. But yeah, but then I was just confused because I was like, how come I didn't get my period for the next 6 months, until finally it came again, and then I was like, oh, thank goodness. She told me about it in a very like general manner, I think. Like, she didn't explain the specifics too much. But at my middle school or elementary school, I can't remember exactly. I think elementary school, they took all the girls one day, and they sent all the guys to go watch a movie, and then they took all the girls into some room and they taught them about periods, and it was just so embarrassing. And then I remember coming home and my mom was like, oh, that's not the way you should have learned it.
Oh, okay, Shadia, you mentioned at a certain point that you feel embarrassed talking about menstruation. Could you tell us why that is okay?
I feel menstruation is just one of those topics that just feels like you shouldn't talk about it out loud. Like, it's one of those things that's just very silent, and like you just shouldn't say it out loud. It's very taboo.
So, is there a way we can like make you feel more comfortable talking about it, like maybe to young girls around?
Maybe it's just something I need to work on myself, about being more comfortable and like not seeing this topic as something that's so like shameful.
What do you think your background has a role to play in that mentality, like in that notion about menstruation?
Definitely, I think.
How did you feel experiencing menstruation for your first time?
So as I said before, I was pretty knowledgeable what is coming for me, and I felt I was prepared for it. But like once I got it, I felt that unspoken like expectations, unspoken things about menstruation. I felt super shameful. I feel like I agree with Shadia. We really didn't talk about this like in our life, day-to-day life. Even if like I said I'm pretty knowledgeable, I just know like how to manage it, how to like treat it well and stuff. But like the thinking, our mentality, I feel like we need to work on that, because that is not like something we focus on when we are talking about menstruation.
In typical African homes, right? Most girls they like experience menstruation without having like prior knowledge of what menstruation is. What advice would you give to like mothers outside who are like shying away from menstruation, like talking about menstruation to their children? What advice would you give to young girls who are like experiencing menstruation for their first time right now?
Biggest advice to mothers is to firstly overcome their own overcome their own shame about menstruation, and attempt to do their best to communicate with their children and teach them as much as they can, because menstruation is not shameful and you shouldn't leave your children in the unknown. Mothers and fathers should teach both their daughters and sons about menstruation, because even though somebody doesn't experience menstruation, they still should know what it is and what it is about, because it probably affects somebody in their family, like their mother or their sister or their cousin, or you never know. To young girls, I would tell them to not be scared, that this is normal, and to do their best to find out ways to learn about menstruation, even if it seems scary and hard.
I feel like we attach this emotion, shamefulness on menstruation, but like it's totally normal, and it's like it's healthy, and it's just our body like being natural, and like it's not something to be ashamed about and shameful about. So like mothers, please reach out to your daughters and talk to them about it from a young age. And for daughters, if you are feeling ashamed or shameful about these things, reach out to the person who you feel safe with. It might be a school nurse, it might be a school female teacher. If you're not like close to your mother or like your family members, but like reach out to somebody older, or like who you feel comfortable with, like your mother. Like it's preferable if it's your mother, but like if not, like reach out to older family female member to talk about these things. It's not shameful, it's totally normal, it's healthy.